wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
People mad at Kim K for kind of sort of joining the Free Tory movement.
Yeah, indirectly. So,
what happened? So she posted a video and she put a Tory song on there?
Yeah, she
Tory
posted.
slaps.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Tory Lanez music is good, but that's the argument right now. First, so Kim Kardashian posted this video. She's just on the beach in a swimsuit. She put a Tory Lanez song to it. Tory Lanez then reposted to his Instagram. So all of his fans go over to her Instagram. They're flooding her comments with the umbrellas for the raindrops.
Because she bringing these brothers home.
She's not. She didn't say that. She didn't lean into it or whatever. So, but it caused a conversation because yesterday Tory Lanez debuted his album art for his new album that he has coming. The album name is Peterson. So this is the photo. In the photo, it is Tory Lanez. He is currently behind bars still. Even with this photo being released, he's currently still behind bars.
You guys zoom out so we can see how small he is.
Well, he trying to look a little big. You know, when you spend a little time behind bars, you be doing like
Daystar.
Yes. So the photo, it was taken while behind bars. The album itself was created while he's behind bars. It's being engineered, he says, by one of his best engineers. And he says that this is the first time that the world is ever going to hear music at a high level, good music, from someone who's behind bars talking about the prison experience in real time. And y'all remember we did that story about when they came in and it was a huge fight when he was on the phone, but he was rapping.
Yep.
So it seems like it's going to be a lot more of those type of moments on there as well too.
You know, with Kim K, it's people got to learn to separate the art from the artist at this point, right? Because if a person had some dope music and they had some dope music before they committed a crime and went to jail, you should still be able to like the music, right?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a co-sign of the artist.
Yeah. What did he? Yeah, I haven't stopped listening to anybody who's been convicted. But we know Tory is straight shooter with the music. So.
Wow. What a term.
What
a term.
I'm
If the music
expecting
slaps, it
this
slaps.
album, yes, I'm expecting this album to be just as great as his other work.
Jess, so let me tell you about Lauren. Lauren texted me at 5:30 in the morning, right? Envy, can you reach out to Tory's people? I want to know who took the picture in jail. What was it taken on? What type of device?
Jesus.
How many days did it take to take that photo shoot?
How many takes? Like how many different photos?
Who am I going to ask how many photos in jail?
They would know. They had
How am I going to find that information?
They would have had to, if there were multiple photos sent, they would have had to make it look like, this looks so artsy. They had to art it up. So they would have known how many photos they did that with.
And whoever took the picture was probably a man. And he was like, yeah, you look good, yo. You look good. Flex this way. Flex this muscle. Turn this way.
But it looks like exactly what it is. Like he's in jail. I mean, it ain't too many poses he could have did.
But who am I going to ask? Who am I going to ask?
You got the yard. You got what else they be doing in there? This little TV area, I'm assuming, where he was on the phone. It's a couple places he could have posted.
Places.
He gonna be rapping or singing or doing what he do? Both?
I think it's gonna be a little bit of what he do. Doing but
bars.
To y'all point about being able to support him and like all of that, Tory Lanez recently sat down for an interview from behind bars. He's doing a lot. He working. And he talked about that. He talked about people not feeling like and actually choosing not to publicly support him. Let's take a listen to this interview.
All those people were scared. They were scared to say how they truly felt because they come to me and we have hour-long conversations on how we all feel like, we know you're innocent because of this, screaming and crying and saying, I can't believe they got you like this. But when it comes to public time, it's like nobody's saying what they really feel. I even see people say the opposite of what they feel, the opposite of what they told me because it was benefiting to them at that time. And that speaks to me. And there's a lot of black people, that have done fake ass to me and say, hey, XYZ, da 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 da. And Aiden Ross, this white boy, he went all against black culture. Like, it's not about a culture thing. This is my brother, and I don't care about what y'all talking about.
I disagree. I think there was a lot of people who was in support of Tory. And there was a lot of people saying that they felt like Tory was innocent.
Not at first.
I don't remember that.
Not at first. There was a lot of people not supporting Tory, not playing his music. They banned him for a while. At first,
I felt like Tory had the internet on his side, like a mother effer.
I think it depends on what side of the coin you're on. Because there were people that were coming for Meg on his side, but there were a lot of people who weren't saying things, and that's, I think, who he's referring to. And you heard him get a little bit emotional. Yeah. So it must be people that he thought were close to him before he got locked up.
He rap about it on Daystar Peterson. The album, the whole album from beginning to end is about his feelings toward this whole situation.
Yep, and that was he was on the Full Sin podcast, and what he was referring to when he was mentioning Aiden Ross was because Aiden Ross came on that show and had the Free Tory shirt on. I remember. And and it was it was a big deal because Aiden Ross does have a huge online following. But so that'll be coming out. That's supposed to that album Peterson is going to drop Friday. So once we listen, we'll be back because I'm sure there's some things on up in there.
Mm-hmm. I definitely understand what you mean though when he say, people will tell you one thing in private and then go against you publicly. Man, that happened to me so many times. Like with all my previous controversies or whatever, a person will be like, "Oh, you didn't do nothing wrong. You stood up for us and everything," and then be like, "But I can't support you." Publicly, because then it's gonna mess up.
How do you respond to that?
Because I'm working with them. So
what do you say in response to that?
Block that person. You clowned out. You're a clown for life.
But I feel like
they
that
identify as a clown, or they're actually a clown.
You stupid.
Whatever they identify, I call them. I call them how I see them. Yeah,
but I think that happens a lot to everybody, right? Because we seen it with Jay when Jay was just going through his stuff. We see it all the time with celebrities, and people want to get out the way. They don't want none of that, nothing on them. They just want to be comfortable and clean, and we see it all the time.
I know Tory ended up in jail, but the court of public opinion seemed like they was way more against Meg than they was against Tory.
I feel like they gave Meg hell
first.
The Tory did go to jail, but the court of public opinion, he won in the court of public opinion.
Yeah,
for sure. I think there are people right now still arguing that, and that's why when she did that move to have certain things restrained again, remember she asked for the order while he was still locked up. People came out again and were like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you doing this? That man's locked up." And I was like, "Whoa!" Like she's over here. She's saying she's a victim, but yeah.
I just want to tell you that the source that you wanted me to reach out to said he'll get all the info. He just woke up. He said,
"Good morning."
He said it was. He says, I just hit him trying to see who took it and when it got edited. But yeah, they will have vinyl and CDs for this album, so it'll be actually physical.
I thought it was illegal to do that. I thought you couldn't do music from behind in jail.
Well, I've also asked some questions about any clearances he had to get because remember he got raided as well too. So we'll have more on that because I to your point there are some things.
And the whole little situation about
my questions,
the restraining order.
There's a method to my madness, y'all. We will answer those questions for you guys shortly right here on the Breakfast Club.
Okay. If I was a lawyer, I would hate to see Lauren coming. Good morning. Oh my God, go back to sleep.
Yo, she hits at 5 in the morning. No, 4:30 this morning.
But that's because last night I fell asleep watching the State of the Union. I would have called you last night, but I was trying to figure out Trump. He had me in a daze a little bit.
I'm like, you want me to reach out to somebody that early? Like, that's disrespectful.
Just say good morning. They know you start work early.
All right. Well, that is the rumors. Thank you.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.